Okay, that's what makes me mad. Lazy?
센터에서도 봉사.
네네, 알겠습니다.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Noona's Noonchi Reacts, where I react to some of your favorite K-drama scenes from a mental health perspective. Bromance is a bonus book. I love Dani, the main character, the female protagonist. She's trying to get back into the workforce after being a stay-at-home mom for 7 years. So I want to show this sequence because a lot of moms out there feel challenged about going back into the workforce. Transitioning is hard, but let me tell you something. I did it, and sometimes I forget that I was a stay-at-home mom. I want to let people know that identity, depending on the stage you're at, is the stage you're at. It does not mean it's final. It's constantly evolving. So Dani struggles with getting back into the workforce, even though she had a very successful career prior to having kids, and you see her struggle. So I want to point it out. Some things kind of make me mad, and I do believe this is what women face. So let me set this up real quick. Episode 1 is pretty early on in the beginning of the drama where she's interviewing and going through a variety of interviews to get back to work.
이 광고 스토리텔링 누가 했을까요? 네, 바로 제가 했습니다. 빠름, 빠름, 빠름.
7년 전이잖아요.
그쵸? 7년 전이죠.
7년 전에 회사 그만둔 뒤로는 쭉 노셨네요?
Okay, that's what makes me mad. Lazy? Okay, so obviously that's the translation, but what he's saying is, what have you doing for 7 years, right? Just so you know, I also got that before too. Hey, what do you do when you're at home with the kids? Moms do struggle with that because sometimes they feel like, wait, yeah, what am I doing? What's my worth? I'm just raising kids. It is very difficult being a parent. That is a job, okay? So here, I love Dani's reaction. Just watch this.
하고 계신 것 같은데요. 저는 논 게 아니라 국가 미래 자산인 아이를 잘 키우고 가족을 위해 헌신하면서 구청 문화센터에서도 봉사하고.
네네, 알겠습니다.
That has happened. I've experienced it. I know a lot of women have. This part's fun. Showing the confidence of women, right? Moms, different types of women. She's trying to find a job here. I love showing how she shows that she's working hard with different smaller jobs, but now she's looking for a career, okay?
직장인을 만든 이유가 뭔가요?
버텨보려고 했는데 아이 봐주시던 친정 엄마가 아파서 어쩔 수 없었습니다.
커피 타기, 복사하기 등 잔심부름하게 된다면 어떻게 하겠습니까?
야근이나 휴일 근무, 출장 있으면 어떻게 할 거예요?
남편은 뭐 하는 분이세요? 그동안 외벌이로 7년을 살 수 있었으면 남편 버리도 괜찮았을 거 아니에요? 아, 잘려보는 남편.
Okay, only in Korea. Those are very intrusive questions. You don't get those questions in an interview. You guys know that, right? So they won't ask such personal things, but she's about to share a little bit of her personal life and why she chose to go back to work. But also, one thing that I want to point out that I think first of all, Koreans do a good job of dramatizing all this and showing just the excitement here and just different transitions and different women, right, in the workforce. But I really like here her reaction through it all. You know, not being defensive. That's really important. But I think women do get defensive, feeling that they have to defend what they did when they were at home. I know I did. There were times when I was like, well, you know, I was cleaning and then cooking and then the kids had to be fed. Don't be like that. I mean, that I understand that, but that's your purpose in your time in your stage now. But just know times change. Your kids do grow up and they don't need your help as much, and perhaps that's when you consider that. But if you're raising young kids right now and feeling frustrated that there's more to do, don't think that way. Just find your purpose in raising kids. Huge responsibility. They're going to make their mark in the world, right? Future leaders. So here's where, and again, intrusive questions, only Korea. They don't do that here in the US.
이혼했습니다.
I think this whole sequence is showing her strength, that she's excited to go back. That's my interpretation, and it's fun. Be confident. This is a great way to open this drama. Another interview.
저 죄송한데요. 밴드 있어요? 아니요, 없는데요. 57번 강다니님, 58번 서정희님. 네. 살림하는 동안 힘드셨겠어요. 그땐 잘 나갔던 분인데 보기도 쉽지 않았을 거고 혼자 도태된 느낌도 들었을 거고요. 제 경험이 이 회사 발전에 도움이 될 거라 믿습니다.
Let's stop there. Again, if you're watching this with me, you'll see Tani's reaction, calm, excited, confident. I can do this. That's great. Have that hope and know that she believes in herself. And that comment, yeah, I don't think you would get that interview. I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I've done interviews. But to assume, and I think it's very interesting that it was asked by a woman, but she was alluding to the fact that, oh, so maybe you didn't want to stay home. But I believe from Tani's reaction, and you find out later in the K-drama, she chose to, right? And even in Korea, I think we see a lot of that, staying home, raising kids. But you see that here too, right? And then you see moms going back. But I want to say that I have heard that being the hardest thing. Mothers transitioning back to the workforce. They're out of experience for 7 years. But I still like the fact that she did not defend and justify. She didn't get defensive. So I really like that. So what I'm trying to get at here is to encourage the moms out there, because I do work with a lot of young moms who are raising young kids and have given up careers like being a lawyer, even doctors, marketing, business, wherever you're at, teachers too, and feeling frustrated and stuck because they think raising kids isn't good enough according to maybe the comments they get. That can also get you in parenting burnout, and I have seen that. So all of it is valid. But to encourage you, watch Romance as a bonus book to see how she gets back into the workforce. This is a story of grit and also confidence in herself, despite the 7 years that you don't know at this point what she's gone through, but she is determined. And so I think if you have the determination and the diligence to work hard and figure out what you want to do, which she figures out later, then I believe you can go back into the workforce. I'm a classic example. 4 kids, stayed home. In fact, 15 years ago, I would be shocked that I'm here today. I just went with what I was doing. I stayed in the moment of, I'm just having 4 kids right now, and I have no clue what day it is, didn't take showers. I mean, that's just an example of stay-at-home momness. Crazy, crazy busy, but focused on raising kids. But yes, I also struggled when people say the classic question, hey, what do you do? And you're like, you want to say, oh, I'm in marketing. But I said, I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I think I remember saying that with a twinge of maybe shame, right? That's threaded in our culture, that I wasn't doing a good enough role in society. But please understand that may be there, but also fight that to go, hey, I'm raising kids and I'm raising the next generation who, and it's very difficult raising kids. So this is for you stay-at-home moms, knowing that you can have hope to go back to the workforce and have a full-fledged career. That is a distant memory, but a warm memory for me staying at home. In fact, I do miss that. But now I've run my own practice, and I believe you can do whatever you need to do and even go back to graduate school. I know a 60-year-old woman that went back to get her PhD at age 60. And because she really wanted to do it, she was so super passionate about it. She was fatigued, but she finished it, and I think that's amazing. So just want to point that out to you. It can be done. Thanks for watching Noona's Noonchi Reacts, Romance is a Bonus Book, Episode 1. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the ring button or the bell if you want to get notified about new videos every week.